correct from what we did earlier. Put your name on it. That's your notes for today. It should say 8.G.8.4. What's your question?
Ain't all this together?
Correct. So again, the objective is I can decide if one figure is a dilation of another figure. I know how to use a center and scale factor to describe a dilation. So again, we talked about in our last unit, we studied rigid transformations. We talked about the size and shape of those rigid transformations not changing. And we only changed the figure's location, but the size and shape stayed rigid the same. So in this lesson, again, we're gonna learn a new move, and that new move is called dilation. Okay, the part of the song that we talked about, we said, these are rigid transformations. The size and shape, sing it with me, size and shape never changes. Just what? Just positions and locations. It's not the what? See, y'all gotta learn the song. This is the difference. This is the difference between somebody passing and failing my class. You can keep playing around if you like. It's not the same for dilation. Just positions and locations. It's not the same for dilations. What's the next line? No, shrink or stretch. It gets big or small.
Yeah.
Greater than 1 means to enlarge. This is the stuff that you have to memorize. That I try to put into a song so that you can learn. And y'all still staring at me like my song is whack. My song is not whack.
Greater 1 meaning large. Greater than 1 meaning large.
Yeah, you just read it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Jackson. All right. So this right here is what you're going to have. We're going to talk about sequences of transformation. We're not going to do that today. But you will do sequences of transformations in this unit. And this is your project that you have right here. You need your own color pencils. I will give you graph paper that you need. Okay? You're going to graph the following images and you're going to put them in a correct order. You should have your own color pencil. This is a 50-point assignment. Okay? You have to follow directions to a T. You're going to turn this in when you return from fall break. Okay?
It's going to be in my mind, huh? I can show my mama that.
I'm going to put it in Google Classroom today. So if you want to start on it, you can, but you got to have graph paper to do it. All right? All right, here. This is the first part of your notes. What is a dilation? Everybody have it in front? Come on, Kaden, pay attention.
The process of making.
Go ahead, I'll give you 1 minute to read that to yourselves and choose an answer. What is a dilation? Circle the answer you think is correct. When I count to 3, I want you to raise your answer choice. You're going to show me 1 finger for A, 2 for B, 3 for C, 4 for D. 1, 2, 3. Five is not a choice. Put your hands down. I'm so disappointed. Let's go, Kaden. Only one got it right.
Yeah, Kate.
First off, hold on. Those of you said B. Read B. The process of making a polygon flip. What does flip mean?
Reflection.
A reflection. So if you pick B, ain't no way it's a dilation. C, those of you who had 3 fingers in the air, the process of making a polygon move up, down, left, or right.
Translation and
rotation. Translation. It can't be translation and rotation. Translation, the only thing that move left, right, up, or down. Process of making a polygon turn. What does turn mean? Rotation. So just process of elimination. The answer is A. That's the only one that says shrink or stretch. It gets bigger or small. Larger or smaller is a dilation. Y'all think I made that song up because I ain't had nothing else to do? I made that song up so it can help you. But you don't even want to learn it to help yourself. So you say, Ms. Marchand, you wasted your time. You could have kept that song. You could have not stayed up at 3 o'clock in the morning writing them good old lyrics. I sure did. while I was on vacation.
I got a question though. Do people hear you while you recording?
Yeah, you can hear all of this on the
So they
recording.
hear you screaming at us too?
They can. They can hear Jackson talking right now too. I might not cut it out. Let your mama hear it.
Oh no.
All right, dilation. Fill this out on your notes. A dilation is a non-rigid transformation. You be filling in the blank. A dilation is a non-rigid transformation that produces an image that's the same shape as the original, but a different size. So the same shape, different size. So we can't say size and shape never changes. That's not for this one, because this is non-rigid. It keeps the same shape, but it gets bigger or it gets smaller. When a dilation occurs, the pre-image and the image are considered to be similar, but not congruent. The symbol for similar is this symbol. That means similar. This symbol means congruent. Y'all saw that symbol before. So make sure you know the difference. All right? Let's move up. A dilation. If a dilation creates a larger image, it's called an enlargement because it stretches the pre-image. If a dilation creates a smaller image, you should be filling in your blanks, Mason. If a dilation creates a smaller image, it's called a reduction because it shrinks the pre-image. Because it shrinks the pre-image. So let's look at that picture on the side that you had. Scroll back up. We're gonna look at this picture on the side. All right, see the picture that you have on the side? We're gonna label this first one. We're gonna label this my pre-image. And we're gonna label this my image. Now, just by looking at the figure without even knowing the scale factor, because that's what you're going to find today, what happened to the image? Huh? Did it get bigger or did it get smaller?
Smaller.
It did?
Yeah, big. No, big. Wait. Oh.
Oh.
It got bigger.
How you know it got bigger and not smaller?
Because the blue one is
Yes, the pre-image is first. So you look at the pre-image and say, what happened? You say self. Yourself say, huh? And then you say self. What happens from the pre-image to the image? Did it get bigger or did it get smaller? And if it says it got bigger, what type do you have? A reduction or an enlargement? Enlargement, because it got bigger. You can just think about some of them things that people doing with them BBLs. They getting enlargements.
What you mean by BBL?
You know what a BBL is. And they enlarging their flat parts. And if they get a reduction, they get a tummy tuck.
A tummy tuck? Never say that.
Tummy tuck?
I don't know what no tummy tuck is.
That means when your stomach was fat when you saw the person and they come back 2 days later, their stomach flat, that's a tummy tuck.
Oh.
Because ain't nobody can lose weight different. So enlargement means my scale factor will be greater than 1 if it's an enlargement.
You see my water put in this
Scale factor be greater than 1. Let's move forward. Now we talk about our pupils and our eyes dilating. We talked about that last time, correct? So I'm going to show you some pictures of a couple of items. Now our pupils dilate because when we get into light, it actually gets smaller because if the light is bright, our pupils get smaller. But if we get into a dark room, our pupils get big. So let's look at this situation here. At the bottom of your paper, you have 2 columns. One column, it asks you for what? The everyday examples. And then the other side, you're going to write, why is it helpful? All right? So out of the 3, you're going to pick 2. and tell me why is it helpful. We have model cars, we have measuring spoons, and we have iPhones. So look at the very bottom of your paper. You're going to put which real life example that you can relate to at the bottom. And on the right side, you're going to tell me why is having this as a dilation important. I'll give you 2 minutes.
All right.
All right, what did you pick? Somebody share with me which one they picked? Oh, why did you pick iPhone?
I picked iPhone education and like definition like emergency.
I got a card cause
So that's the purpose of a dilation by iPhone? If you pick iPhone, what would be the purpose of a dilation? Yes. Huh?
I know what I
You
picked.
should put your example here and why might it be helpful here. Anybody else pick iPhone?
me.
Why did you pick that it'd be helpful for a dilation?
Like, all right, I picked it because it'd be helpful because you can get in touch with your family, you can call people.
You say use to get in touch with your family. You're using that as a example of a phone. I'm asking you to tell me in relation to a dilation, why is it important? Nobody can think of something? Yes. We talk about the phones right now. What is it important for you to have a phone that's been dilated over the years? The number one thing y'all complain about with y'all phone. If y'all like my daughter, she talk about it all the time.
Oh, I know what it is.
Storage.
Storage.
So the bigger the phone is, the more storage you have. So that's why it went from, when it first came out, they had what, about 56 gigs. Then it went up to 112, then 128, then 256. They're doubling, then 512. It's exponentially growing. Now you get a whole terabyte for storage. What about measuring spoons? Terabytes is big. Just put it like this, a lot. It's bigger than a megabyte. Who picked measuring spoons? What's the purpose of using measuring spoons?
Just in case you have to,
She talking.
just in case you have to like measure a different type of like amount.
An amount? What do you use measuring spoons for? When you're making a what?
To measure like
To make it like a recipe, right? So we can use a measuring spoon for a recipe. And iPhones, we talked about the storage.
You need gas in the car. You need your
All right, let's keep going. Let's look at our example. Somebody hit cancel up there. Write this down, scale factor. We use scale factor to determine the type of dilation we have. Scale factor greater than 1 is an enlargement. Scale factor less than 1 is a reduction. You should be filling in your paper on scale factor. Your blanks, you got about a minute. Put that binder down. I can't see your face, Pete. Look like you're trying to fall asleep back there. All this on video. Can't wait to hear your mama hear you. Scale factor. Greater than 1 is enlargement, less than 1 is a reduction. All of this stuff you need to memorize. That's why I have this is important. You need to study this. I'm going to be giving y'all a test, just on notes. I promise you. Pop quizzes, because I'm telling y'all to study and y'all not studying. That'll let me know what conferences I need to have with parents for these second 9 weeks. Don't look at me like that. So you're filling in this R. Remember, you're filling that R symbol, and you're also filling in your scale factor. This is a formula that you need to memorize. The length of the image divided by the length of the pre-image. Remember, this fraction bar means to divide. Fraction bar means to divide. Can I move on?
yes, ma'am. I ain't never seen iPad go dead. Like I ain't never seen. I ain't never seen it go dead. Like never seen.
I keep it showing. All right, let's look here. Fill in your blanks here. 2 or more objects are similar if they have the same measures and are the same shape. They will not be the same size. They will not be the same size. Remember, we have the same angle measures and the same shape. Those are what you need to fill in. They will not be the same size. This makes it a non-rigid transformation. This symbol is a symbol for what word? Similar. Just said it. See how quick it is, forget? It's similar, and remember, this shape means what?
Which,
This is from last unit. Congruent. You got to know the difference. I'm going to give y'all a vocabulary test this unit. I'm going to give y'all a vocabulary table, and you're going to study it. You will have vocabulary exam, because you all are failing my test because you don't understand what none of the words mean. So now I'm going to give you a vocabulary test. You prove to me I can't allow you to just study on your own. You're going to have test after test after test. Congratulations. Moving on to the next part. We're trying to see how to find the scale factor of a figure. So to find the scale factor, remember it's the image divided by the pre-image length. Which one is my image? The red one. What lets you know that it's the red one?
Because it has
Prime notation. It has prime notation. The stuff that you did not study last unit is still in this unit. So if I were you, I would study it so I won't fail 2 tests in a row. Okay? What is the length of B prime, C prime?
12.
Nope. What's the length of B prime, C prime? What is the length of B prime, C prime?
oh,
8.
8. You count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units. Because remember, it's the length of the image divided by the length of the pre-image. So if I did B prime, C prime, which other one I have to find?
A prime, B prime.
No. I'm comparing the image to the pre-image. BC, thank you, Jackson. What's the length of BC?
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 units. So I said 4 divided by 8 divided by 4 is what?
2.
Is 2. So the scale factor equals 2. Not yet. Huh? Oh, the pants?
Yeah, the pants.
Oh, I can send them in just a second on the way to the next class.
Okay.
What you need it now,
I
huh?
just need at least 2. I think Jackson will take 2, the two big ones and he'll take the 2 little ones.
Okay. All right, well, go ahead, Jackson. I got this on video. You can go. So remember, it's the image divided by the pre-image is a scale factor. So now let's look here. It says we want to do example 2. We want to find the value of x. So to find the value of x, you have to know your congruent sides. Which angles are equal to each other? Angle A is equal to what? Angle what? No, A is not equal to, it's equal to X. So y'all see how the stuff from the last unit you still gotta know? Angle B is congruent to what? And angle C is equal to what? Angle Z. Okay? I want to find the value of X. So to find the value of X, I have to find which sides are congruent. YZ is X, correct? I mean, YX is X. That's congruent to what side? Similar to what side? BA. It's similar. It's not congruent. So I can't say it's 40. It was 40 if it was a transformation, but not a dilation. If it was a rigid transformation, then I can. But now I have to do corresponding sides. Okay? I can say to find the value of X, remember, it's my pre-image times the scale factor equals my image. So I have to first find the scale factor. So I have to find the scale factor first. So we have our pre-image here, and we're dividing it by our image. So I'm going to take the sides that I do have, which is ZY. And what side is similar to ZY? What side is similar to ZY?
No, wait.
ZY. What side is similar to ZY? In the pre CA. Thank you so much. CA. So now I want to take the length of ZY, which is 15, and divide it by CA, which is, wait, not CA, it's CB. Who said that? So ZY is similar to CB. So it's 15 divided by 30. What is that? Is that an improper fraction or a regular fraction? Okay, so what does this simplify to? Stop with the hitting of the desk. What does 15 over 30 simplify to? All right, greatest common factor. The factors of 15 are 1, 3, 5, and 15. The factors of 30 are 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
You guys to play?
Okay. You can do it after school. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, because 3 times 10 is 30. 15 and 30, right? So what's the greatest factor they have in common?
We got 3, 5, 15.
15 is the greatest one in common. So this is my GCF, greatest common factor, is 15. So I gotta divide both the numerator and denominator by the greatest common factor, which would give me 1/2. Now that I have my scale factor, I now can find the value of x. Because x is similar to 40, right? But 40 is my pre-image. X is my image. So if the scale factor, if it reduced, that means it got smaller, correct? So if the scale factor is 1/2, what is the length of the image for x?
What's the question?
We're trying to find this image. This is what we're doing here, taking this formula. My pre-image was 40. The scale factor was 1/2. And that's going to give me my image. What's half of 40? 20. So my scale factor for x, my image is 20. So 20 is similar to 40. So therefore x equals 20. So 20 equals our image coordinate that we're trying to find, which is side x. Let's look at example 3. Example 3 is the same thing. It says we're trying to find appropriate value for x. So to find x, we can also do this another way. Let me show you this way. 20 is similar to what side? This is my pre-image. 20 is similar to what side? 10, right? So if I make a fraction with 10 divided by 20, which is my image divided by my pre-image, what side is similar to x? 24. So then I will have this equals x over 24. Y'all heard about the butterfly cross products?
Yeah, we did that last year. Go straight across.
So I'm going to multiply
And you're gonna get x
24 times 10
and they give you
and set that equal to 20 times x. What's 24 times 10? 240 and 20x. We need to divide both sides by the coefficient, which is 20, and x equals Oh, we did this backwards. Let me tell you why it's backwards. And I'm glad I did this because here we have the image over the pre-image. And then y'all see right here, 10 over 20 is the image, but X is a what? Pre-image. So I got it in the wrong spot. This should be 24
Over X.
over X.
Yeah.
That changes our cross products too. That people make mistakes like that all the time, so I'm so glad I made it so that y'all don't make it. So I multiply 10 times X and 20 times 24.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
And that gives you 10x equals 480. Divide both sides by 10, and x equals 48. So all we did was line up our similar sides from our image divided by our pre-image on similar sides. And we did the cross products, the butterfly method, by multiplying 10 times x and 20 times 24. And we solve for x. Your homework tonight is to complete warm-up number 2, and you do your IXLs.
How many you want to do?
Now your IXL, let me show you. I will post it on Google Classroom. But your IXL, let me show you what it looks like because I'm putting it on the video so y'all know. On my lesson plan, I have this. This is what's going in your Google Classroom. Oh, shoot. Wait a second. Sorry. See right here? You have to do 4 of them. The similar congruent figures don't leave. Dilations, graph the image. Dilations, find the coordinates. And dilations, find the scale factor. These are all due Wednesday.
What time they do Wednesday?
By midnight. All right, any questions?